Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. This is a video that I'm making. I haven't made one in a couple weeks now, but it's so much going on that I had to take a minute and make some noise out here on these YouTube streets. It's so much going on, y'all. So much going on, so much deception, so much involvement, so much nosiness, so much everything. I mean, I'm sitting here watching YouTube, right? And it's like everything. People are bickering with each other over each other's podcasts. People are telling people's personal business, fighting over their personal body illnesses, like Larry Reid and allegedly AIDS, and Conscious TV allegedly with AIDS, and all of them trying to hide this stuff. You know, people, we can't hide nothing from God. Nothing. Nothing can be hidden from God. I don't care how much you fool people, you can't fool yourself at all. Whew, I don't even know where to begin, but I do know this. God is in charge. And all these folks out here want to act stupid and act like they can get away with all this crap. They can't. They can't. Everything is going to hit the fan real soon, because trying to hide your lifestyle, trying to hide your secrets, trying to hide your deception is going to be exposed no matter what. The first thing I want to talk about is this Mahogany case that everybody was harping on. Now they seem to be pushing it to the side. And they're not in Ratchet TV fighting each other over this stuff. And you know what? You got to be careful chasing after people's tragedies and traumas, because God warned us about that. Going out there looking for trouble, getting involved in people's sufferings and pain, and finding some kind of liberty of joy from it. We can't do that, y'all. We can't. We got to pray for these people, pray for ourselves, pray for this world, pray for the people of America, because whether you want to believe it or not, we all in trouble. And until we are able to wake up to truth and reality, trouble is going to be there. It's going to take us to fix it. We are the only ones that can fix the trouble of our own countries. And these here streets out here, and I ain't talking about YouTube, I'm just saying in general, the streets out there is a mess. People killing. I mean, how can you be a kid and you kidnap another kid and beat him and rape him and then shoot him? How is that a human mindset? It's not. What you got to understand, people, is because we have opened up the wormhole of reality and truth, the devil is going to do everything he can to attack. He is going to use his little minions to possess you and make you do things you would never do. What y'all need to do is you need to get close to God and pray with all your might and all your heart and all your soul, that you are not one that is available to be possessed. Because the moment as much as you continue to chase after people's trauma and pain, you become what you don't want to be. Okay? And the other thing is, we are the company we keep. If we continue down this path of exposure, you can't get involved to the point that you become their sounding board because you keep the mess going. See, I look, it's so much out there. I don't even know where to begin. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't want to have nothing to do with none of them, nothing to do with any of them, and all the stuff they got going on. Cause reality is, that's not my life, and I don't want it to be my lifestyle, chasing after their mess. Larry Reed, mahogany stuff, Fannie Willie stuff, none of that. What I'm looking forward to in the future is for a bright light, a place to be that is safe and not trauma everywhere. I want to be safe in the arms of Jesus. I want to walk in the light. I want to know the truth. Don't hide the truth from me. I want to know what the truth is. And with all that comes an ability to wake up. See, because when you don't deny truth, truth becomes who you are. And it will follow you. And it will build you. It will make you strong. A lot of times the truth hurts, and a lot of times the truth comes with a lot of stagnation to it, which means that there's a lot of noise, distractions, pain, everything involved in all that. So I just want y'all to kind of take a step back from this stuff and try to find who you are and what you can present to the world. You know, what you can present as yourself, something that states who you are, not what everybody else is. See, because me personally, I'm making YouTube not because I want to make a bunch of money or I want to meet a bunch of people. I do it for like a sounding board, something that I can express myself without being limited based on anything, other things that is going on around the world. I've been busy making a queen size bed. I've put the pieces together. I've made my own headboard, footboard, and base for my queen size bed. And I want to show y'all, I'm going to show you some of the progress that I've made. I've been carving my headboard, and this is the carving of the headboard that I'm doing. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. I carved that. That's the footboard, actually. The headboard is similar, but it's going on my queen size bed. And let me see what else I want to show y'all. Some of the things that I did to bring this together. This is the base of the bed. That board right there this board right here is not really a part of the bed. It's just sitting there just to fill in the spot to let me see what's going on with that. Let me see. This is how I started out. This is the wood over here this is wood that I used to build this bed. I did this part, it's the same, but as you can see, it has like the little rouges for the pallets, the little wood to go across on. It's built into the handle of the bed. You can see it right there. That window pane picture's not in there. Let's see what else. This is still, you see all the wood I've been cutting and sawing. This is another view of it, close-up view of what it, how it looks so far. Then we got a full picture of the base. This is actually going to be my bed. This is also another picture of the base. So let me see. There's a couple more. These boards inside the bed right here, like this board and that board over there, that's just part of it. This right here is before I carved it. That's what it looks like. And then, I got the plate, the little wood petals laid across there. Let's see. It's looking pretty good. I really like the way the light in this room shines on the floor in there in my bedroom. So I'm giving y'all different views of it. Let's see. I do have one which shows the footboard. I mean not the footboard, sorry about that. The actual headboard is like it's just the, what am I trying to say? It's the like the carving is done on the headboard. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is how the headboard looks. It's not completed. What I showed you first was the footboard. So we got another view. The tape is on there because it's just holding the pieces that I glued together there. I just had a new grandbaby about 2 or 3 days ago, and that's the grandbaby. Brand new baby. See, I've been busy. Ain't got time for these YouTube streets out here. I just ain't got time for these people and their drama. So let me see. I'm showing y'all the pictures of the bed that I'm making. It's really coming together really nicely. This, let's see, where was I? The part here, this part right here, the footboard, it's not part of the bed. It's just on there. This piece of board right here is just laying on there. But let me show you again. Let's go back to the top. This is what I carved out of it for the footboard, and the headboard is exactly the same. It's not complete because it doesn't have the fixings on it like this one does. But yeah, it's a queen size. I carved this wood by hand. I am an artist, so if y'all want to see some of my work, you can go on my page, go on my main page, and you'll see a lot of the artwork that I've done. I really like how it's turning out. And the colors, I'm thinking the bed will be white with teal green fixings because the leaves on the headboard right here, if I can show you again, these are leaves, these things right here. So that's why I said they're going to be like a teal green, but the base of the whole bed is going to be white, like a white and dark green. So what do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed that part of it. It's interesting to find a hobby of things to do. When I showed my family what I was carving and making my own bed, they were shocked. First of all, they never seen me do nothing like this. I do, in my degree of art, I do have degree. I have 2 degrees in fine arts, and one of them is wood carving, studio fine arts, which involve wood carving, clay, and all these other things. So I'm a well-rounded artist who, I'm able to put things together and build things that, interest me. Very creative. By the grace of God, He's given me the talent to do things that people my age, I'm 66, I'll be soon 67, they're not able to do these things, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have the strength, the ability, the knowledge to do it, and I'm going to do it, okay? My next task is to be able to build my own dresser, my nightstands. I'm looking into the information on that. I really would like to get a lot more tools than I have, because my tools are limited to hand carvings and hand saws and stuff like that. But I'd like to have me a electric saw, wood cutter, all that kind of stuff that's electric. It'd be nice to have those things. But I feel like God has given me more of an attraction toward creativity than what's going on now here in these YouTube streets, because there's a lot going on, and I know a lot of y'all are really interested in that stuff, which I did cover in some of my videos earlier on. But I feel like it's so much going on, and life is so short. The best thing I can do for myself right now is to find my niche in this world. Find out what makes me who I am, and how special can I be with what I can do. And God blessed me to be able to completely go into some avenues I've never been in. Like, I've never made a queen size bed before, especially that size, and able to even carve my own headboard and footboard. That's amazing. So I wanted to come on here and, kind of update y'all, because I've been out of the loop for a while. But what I'd like to do in the future is bring some of my stuff to YouTube to do some creativities with people to help them know how to do the things that God has blessed me to do. I really wished I had recorded a video of all the start to finish of this queen size bed that I did, but you're pretty much at the beginning because I haven't really completed it. And the base, putting the base together was very typical and very easy to do for me, so I didn't think that was anything special that needed to be recorded. But it probably would have been okay to put something on YouTube to make you see. Or I could actually make a video from the still life pictures that I made, put it all together. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to say that and share some things that God is doing in my life. I hope that you guys are finding your niche and finding more hobbies to get into than these YouTube streets that are out here with all this drama going on, trying to get involved in people's business, being nosy. I don't care what Larry Reid got doing. I don't care if he gay, if he got gangrene in the butthole. I don't care. It's not my life. It's not something that I care about. What bothers me about him, though, is the fact that he's taking money from people and squandering it into his lifestyle. And innocent people are struggling out there. They're suffering, and they're giving what they can out of the name of religion because he's supposed to be a pastor. And he's leading people into what he called the knowledge of God, which really is a trickery of the devil. And I really don't have time for it. I never believed in paying tithes because tithes of the Bible is definitely different from tithes of today's church. These people are taking this money and they're growing their lifestyles, but they're not helping the people with this money. They're getting these mega churches and they're not, people in their congregation are living in shelters. It don't make no sense. And then when they do build houses and apartments for people, these churches, they cost so much that the people can't even afford them. It's almost like we under a government that requires these church people who are running our churches to make it impossible for black people to even get off the ground on making something of themselves, living in nice places and being able to afford what is good for them and their family. I call them boulets because they're working for the white man. They're not working for their people. When you're working for your people, you bring your people up with you. You don't get airplanes and mansions and all these kind of stuff, and your people are just messed up and suffering. That don't sound right. That don't sound like church. It sounds like a business. And I just really, I'm finding my niche because I think it's important that we become what God want us to be, what he called us to be, who he intended for us to be. And in order for us to do that, we have to come away from the distractions, we have to come away from the noise, and we have to be able to explore some of the things in our minds that we never explored before. I think you all need to really stop, drop, and roll. Take a minute out of your life and breathe the fresh air. Go outside and walk in your barefoot. I did that today with my grandkids. I wore flip-flops, but while they were playing, I took my shoes off and just laid it in the ground and became one with the earth. You know, there's a lot of positive things you could do for yourself to keep your mental health well. Because if you go by all this stuff, they got subject matter after subject matter after subject matter going on with this, these people's personal lives being exposed on YouTube. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that. But I do want to update you on TD Jakes, which is something that in my life is important, because he was a great inspiration to me at one time until I found out his lifestyle. You know, churches, I'm going to still talk about churches and their downfall, because people need to know the truth and they need to wake up. Stop giving them money to these organizations. You know, I recently heard and saw a video of Tasha K exposing TD Jakes. Larry Reed and him were buddy-buddy. Eddie Long and him were buddy-buddy. Why would you hang around people that do different things than what you do? And their reputation is out there in the public as being somebody who is not sexually sound, and you're hanging with them and you think that people are supposed to see you as innocent. You're calling us freaks? Look like to me you are who you hang around, okay? So that, I don't really have any update, but allegedly TD Jakes got a lot more going on than what is being said with these sexual acts, these SA acts. And there's a big game being played over TD Jakes and money with Manasseh and Larry Reed, who knew him and hung out with him and actually been to some of his parties where they all did inappropriate things with young boys. That's allegedly, and I did hear that. So be careful with these churches out here, you know. My advice, and I'm going to be real careful in saying this, so I'm going to say it from a personal perspective. All of y'all, all of you that are Christian believers, y'all need to stop going to church for at least for a little bit. Get your life with God personally together. Go check yourself out. Go check in with him personally, not group-wise, but in a personal place, you know, safe and personal place where you could talk to him, you could read his word, you can hum the songs that you learn from these churches and really, you know, find yourself. And the only way that you're going to find your niche in life, the things that you enjoy doing, things you like doing, is if you come away from the noise. You all have so much good in you. Just like I did showing you the bed I'm making. I never made a queen size bed before, but I wasn't afraid to tackle it. You all might have some ideas or some things that you would like to do. You might want to paint. You might want to use your hand in building something with wood like me. You know, the talent that God has given us is unlimited. But in order for us to find that talent, we got to stop and pay attention to what's in us, not all the stuff outside us. Because we're so busy with stuff inside. We want to please people. We want to run the street. We want to hang out. We want to be with our husband. Let me tell you something. I was married for 24 years. And in all that time, I never even knew that I was capable of being an artist. I knew I could be because I was a kid at 6 years old. I was drawing and sketching and doing all kinds of stuff. I was just, I would fix my mother's radio, toaster, iron. And she'd be like, how did you know to do that? I just did it. I would fix her TV. You know, TV had them boob tubes inside with the magnets. And when it stopped working, I went inside, just exploring, just getting an idea of what could be wrong. Went inside, there's all this dust buildup. The magnets were twisted away from the transmitters. And so I cleaned it up and turned the magnets back to where they're supposed to be. And the TV started working. So she thought I was somebody special. You know, but after 24 years, I shut all that down, all that Curious George stuff, and just catered to my marriage and my kids. And I didn't become anybody. I was getting more depressed. I was sad. I was not happy. And then when I finally got divorced, that's when I found out who I was. When I was alone, when I was by myself in my apartment, I explored creativity and hobbies and ideas, and wind up being a little bit more than what I thought I could be. Let me just see if I could show you. I have a page of art that I do. I'm gonna just give you some ideas of the things I do, you know. I just recently painted this picture of this Indian. I'm still a work in progress, you know. I'm still working on him. Let me show y'all my little dog. That's my baby. That's Marley, my little one. And let me see if I can show y'all a couple more things that I did. Because, you know, people don't even know what they're capable of doing. This is one that I did of Lincoln. Let's see if I can, there you go. A lot of people don't even know that Lincoln was half black and half white. People don't know that. His grandmother was married to a black man. And let me show you some other stuff that I did with my hands. This is a dollhouse that I built for my grandbaby. I built the bed, the drawer, the desk. I did this. This is wood. That's a little desk with a wooden computer. What is that? Like the dining room table set. I did all this. And I figured, you know, with my bed, if I could do all this with a little pieces of wood for a dollhouse, imagine what I'm capable of doing. That's a bunk bed set. That's another view of the bunk bed that I built. Little living room set for her, little living room, another dining room set that I made for her. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the dollhouse that I built from scratch for her. Let's see. Okay, let's go back this way. That's another view of the bunk bed. That glass, that window, it's kind of got a glare on it. Let's see. These are other views of when I painted the furniture. Let's see. Okay, so what I wanted to get into was how I built the house. This is the kitchen area, one of the bedrooms in the house. You see the little desk with the bunk bed that I built. That's the dollhouse. This is the dollhouse that I built her. And it's really tall. I made all the furniture in there. The staircase, I did all that by hand. That's the dollhouse. Another view of it. I'm working in the garage that I put in there. 9/15 is her birthday, so I used that as the address for her house. This is the back of it. That's the inside before I started putting all the furniture in. See? You guys don't know what you're capable of. This is the wood before it became painted, okay? So this is one of the bedroom sets that I made. That's her. That's how big it is. This is how big the dollhouse is connected to her. So you never know what you're capable of doing until you actually do it. This is the dollhouse again. The wood around the stairs and stuff before I painted it. making the chairs and the table. Okay. I'm just showing y'all a little bit of what I can do. I also make chess sets. So I'm gonna show you, let's see, the chess set that I'm making. Let's see, okay. Now, this is a chess set, an African chess set that I made for my son. That's another view of it. Let's see if I can show that. Okay. Yeah, that's another view of the chess pieces that I made. It's an African theme. He wanted an African theme. Okay, so you see the white. Okay, there we go. These are the African, the darker part of the set. And this is another view of it. So I'm showing you the other view. It looks a little different close up, but you know, that's how it looked, the white and the dark pieces that I built. Okay, this is a close-up view. Okay, and that's another view of the dark pieces. Like I said, it's a African theme. This right here is the queen and king, the queen and the king. Let's see. These are when while I was making them. There we go. I was gonna use this right here on the set, but I changed that. But here is the kings. They haven't been completed, but they are now. Those were gonna be rooks, but I kind of like got, a little. Now, this is a picture of the black and the white set on the chess set that I carved. I carved each one of these pieces by hand. Each one. So they're laying down on a piece of cushion. This is them sitting up. Okay. That's another view of them. Another view. These little pieces weren't easy to carve by hand, but I did it. Yeah, there's another view of them laying on their little soft cutout cushions. Yep. That's a close-up of the dark and the light view. Okay. As you know, I'm showing you pieces that are not completed yet, but they are completed now. Okay. These are the kind of things that you guys can just kind of understand, you can get into. I'm also making Hell and Heaven chess set. This is the angels. I was trying to figure out which piece I want to use for the pawns, and which piece but let's see. They're both small, but I wanted to see which one to use for the pawn. Maybe you guys can put in a comment which piece you think would be a better for the pawn. Okay, let's see. This is a pencil drawing I did of a black Jesus. So there's a lot of things we could get into if we just quiet our spirit down and really just get to see what we got inside of us. These are little doll toys that I made, a little doll out of cardboard and hot glue gun for her little doll house.
Huh? Grandma, that's for me.
No, it was for you. You done messed up your whole dollhouse now with all that junk you got in there. So these are, if I can carve and make these things, don't y'all know this is another piece of mine. That's a painting I did as well. And this one, I think this one goes sideways. Let's see. There it is. It's upside down because of it's being seen from a different view, but yeah, that's let me see something. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's show it from this perspective because it seemed to be better. That's the rose. Yeah, let's see. Trying to get rid of that. Come on, stop. There we go. But that's a more view. It's got the eagle. This is the heart, the eagle, and the spirals of the plants, the flag, all kinds of stuff, you know. This is called rebirth. See the baby, got the little baby right there attached to the vine. It's a lot of things on here. That's a Trump flag that I'm making. It's 20 by 24. You see I sketched in pencil there Lincoln, Martin Luther King, President Kennedy, and Trump on there. Another rose. It don't want to show. Yeah, rose. The forest. Another forest. Another one. These are paintings that I found out I can do after my divorce. Not while I was married. Because while I was married, the distraction keeps you from finding out what your capabilities are, what you are capable of doing. It's really hard to know what you can do until you actually settle down and do it. This is a piece I'm working on. This is a piece of, let's see, that's Trump, that's Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and Lincoln. It's not complete, but that's the rally back there. The spaceship, everybody talk about the aliens. This is a picture of God with his hand stretched out over Trump's head. He's rescuing the babies. This is a little kid, the lions, the military. It's a things that I'm working on, you know. This is also Trump and the military. I'm not finished with his face. As you can see, it's showing coloration, but it's not complete. Yeah, this is stuff I'm doing. Let's go back there. See him hugging a little boy. Yeah. It's just a lot of art that I get into that I personally never knew I could do until I shut everybody down. Let's see, this one goes this way. So this is called the red pill, blue pill. And you have to be able to choose truth from fiction in the game of the Matrix. That's what it's called, the Matrix right there. And it is this format, not the other way, because you see the pill bottles that I drew, that I painted. So people, you know, okay, we got to find our niche. You know, this is another piece that I did. This is one that I did. That's another one, red pill, blue pill. People need to make choices. That's a painting that I did as well. This is another view. It looks black, but it's really blue because of the light. So, and okay, so I just wanted to show y'all a few pieces that I did. Possibly I'll come back on here and show you some other stuff that I'm working on. But I just want to advise you guys, do me a favor. Cut the noise out. Block out any negativity out of your life. And explore your mind. See what's in your mind. What you can discover. What you can do for yourself. Because, I mean, like me, being able to carve a headboard and a footboard like this for a queen size bed. I mean a real one, not a toy. You see that fireplace that's on? That's a real size headboard. For me to be able to do that, you know, this is not a joke. This is pretty much money. And I'm learning how to do it. Don't worry about this picture in the background. That's just against what it's sitting against. But this is the actual headboard right here. And I carved this by hand. Okay? So, I'm just advising y'all to shut down the noise and try to explore your life and see what you could come up with in your life that can give you the creative mindset that you actually already have, but just was never able to find the time to explore it and do something with it. You know, we all have creativity in us, and we have the ability to create art because our Father is a creator. Our Father is a creator. He created us, and therefore He's given us the ability to create like our Father. But it'll never measure to be the same as His, but it's fun. And it's busy, keeps you busy. It's something to do. And keep yourself out of trouble, you know. All this stuff about people's lives and what they got going on out here don't even matter. Being able to know, being in the know, it's just stuff to pile up in your head that you don't even really have room for. You don't have room for none of that other stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't live and be involved in life things, but as it relates to life itself, yeah, you could be involved and talk about things and share things and listen to things, but don't forget you. Don't forget about you. You got a lot in you that you can explore. So I'm going to end this right now because I know that it's getting pretty long. I didn't really want it to be for an hour, but it's almost an hour. So y'all keep hanging in there and understand that's my grandbaby. Y'all like, share, and subscribe my channel, please, so that I can have more options to do more things. And I really would like to come on and show a self-directive on how to create something like the bed that I made and other things that I might have ideas on doing from step to step and showing you so you could do it. Because it's not hard. Okay, like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please like the video. Because, you know, guys, the algorithm is through the likes. A lot of y'all think the like is just something we want y'all to do. But it's part of the algorithm. If you would like to share my ideas and what I've shown you here today with other people, please like the video. The more, it's better to like and subscribe than to even give money. Because it helps the algorithm and gives other people the option to see what you see and make a decision whether they enjoy it or not as well. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you another time. Bye-bye.